So let's go to the controller and let's look at single test, obviously. And since we are using the add subjective, now this function no longer represents what we are doing because we are also using it for the objective parts as well. So we might as well change it to simply add. But since we're already using this, let's just leave it there. We may change it later, but let's come here. Now, page tab, that has nothing to do with what we are looking for. Now, if I come back here to the if statement, this is the if statement that I need. So I'll copy that, come back to single test controller. So this is where we check for the validation if everything is good, right? But before we even do that, before we come to this, let's do a different validation. Now, I don't want to add the validation for the answer inside our model here, because this model does its own validation. Now, if actually we can do that, that will save us time. So yeah, let's go there. Let's go to the model, shall we? Now, this is the questions model. Yes. So I've changed my mind there. I think it's a better idea to add the validation here for consistency. So let's add that validation right here. I'm just going to duplicate one of these. So if empty answer, right? Let's change this to answer. Now the thing is, it must exist for us to know if we ought to use it. So I'm just going to say if is set, right? That, like so. I'm going to duplicate that, move things inward, and add that opening bracket, like so. So if this is set, then we can do some complaining if it's empty. Okay, please add a valid answer, like so. But if it isn't set, then we're just going to ignore it because we will assume that this is not one of those questions. Now, if you want to be thorough about this, you can go through the get variable and check to see if it's correct that this is a subject or an objective question that is being set. But I don't think we need that. We can do without it. So refresh. And so let me try and add something here and just save. Okay, these are optional, so let me make sure this one is empty as well, just so we can get some errors here. So say save question, then it says please add a valid question, also please add a valid answer. So this is working as well. But let me come back here and let's try the subjective one that doesn't have an answer. Let's try to save that, and you see that it doesn't complain about the answer. So this is working well. So let's try and add one subjective question. And also here, if I go to my single test.php, we did have an if statement that I was looking for here, which is this one. Let's back to single test. And then there's this part here where we add the question type. So this one is subjective, as you would expect. But then let's add an if statement so that we can improve that. So this is if is set get type, and type is equal to objective. So obviously we have to change this. So else, let's move down here and do that. So we will move this to here, but otherwise we'll change that to objective, like so. Yeah, maybe to save space, let's just move that over here, like so. Okay, so in this case, if this is true, then this is an objective thing. If it isn't, let's just assume it's subjective. And from that, that should be it. So let's see if we can add one question. So let's go to my objective, and this, let's see, this is an objective question. Which means it has a specific answer means. Okay, so cool. Let's try to save, please. Oh, so you see, that's one thing I completely forgot. So let's come back here to the view here, and what is our function name again? It's get. So when you forget, just go back to your functions, and that function name is get var. That's the one. Let's come back to, where is that? Right about here. So this is the question. Wait a minute. Why is this comment? Did I change the wrong thing? Wait. Okay, that's question. This is comment. Okay, no, I did not change the wrong thing. So let's add a value here, of course. I will paste there. Let's just say PHP get var, like so. Close that. And the name of the var is comment. The default value is empty, I guess. So we will leave it there. So I'm just going to copy this. In fact, let me just copy the whole lot. No, let me just copy that, because going to the text area, we'll put it in here. Paste, and this one is question. And then let's see here. File, we can do nothing about this one, but in here we can add a value. So that's a value, and this one is answer, like so. Pretty cool. So let's just refresh the page, resend, and we get our sentence back, because it was part of the let's see, this one may be 2 points, and we don't have an image here, we just have an answer. So maybe the answer is yes. Yeah. Now let me save the question. Save. Okay, so this is an objective question, which means there's a specific answer. Now it would be a good idea to display the answer here if we do have it. So let's do that real quick before we can move on. So where are we displaying the tests? This is right about here. So in here before the buttons, and this is the image. Where is the comment though? Comment is right here. So I can just add one of these and say answer. Now at this point, we just need to check the type to know. So if we go to our database SchoolDB, and then we go into the, what table is this? Test questions. And we should have a, oh, it's question type. So we have that and question type. So question type. So I'm going to copy this and just put that in a PHP tag and say if, like that. Then let's add question underscore type be equal to objective, like this. Let's close that, punch it inward, and then of course we add the end if over here, like so. So we get the answer. So here we're just going to say answer, like this. And let's put that bold thingy just to make it look more assertive. So right here I will refresh. So it's saying undefined property answer. Well, are you sure? It's actually correct answer. Now as you can see in here, we have nothing in where it says correct answer. well, we'll see why it is that way. But instead of answer here, it's correct underscore answer. Now let's get back here, refresh, and the answer is none. But that's okay, because if we go back to our questions model, we will notice that no, I was going to say correct answer isn't there, but it is. So which means the problem is in the controller where we are adding this content. So where we add the objective, we might as well add the answer. So let's see, answer from the post is equal to, wait a minute, it already is part of the post, or at least it should be. So what is going on? If we are adding it to this, then it means in the model, correct answer should be there. So why isn't it though? Why did I even call this one simply answer? This is a problem right here. Yes, it'd be a problem. So let me change this to correct underscore answer. So correct answer, correct, and valid answer, like that. Okay, cool. So that should say correct answer. And so let me go back to my thingy here. Instead of answer, let's replace all that with correct. We want to try and match the table the way the table is. So let's try again, shall we? Let's add another objective question. So let's say another objective question. What should we add as the correct answer? Let's just say something like home and save the question. And now you see that we've saved properly with home over here, which is awesome. All right, so hopefully you've learned something new there. We will deal with the editing in the next video.